USA Network, NBC are really mad at WWE right now because not only of the changes that are happening at NXT is now going to be a taped show, more developmental feel. USA feels like they're changing it up to make it worse now, and less people are going to watch it, which they're probably right. On top of that, we saw this past week that Becky Lynch returned, and where is she going? SmackDown. Brock Lesnar returned. Where is he going? SmackDown. So USA is stuck with what they've been stuck with for the past 6, 7, 8 months now, which
Getting
is
worse.
a very minimal roster for 3 hours of TV a week. The NXT news has hit USA Network really, really hard. And, I believe it was Andrew Zarian stated that a taped show is not what we paid for, one USA Network told him up front. And in a follow-up tweet, Zarian noted that he hadn't been told that NXT would be taping shows permanently going forward, but NXT is going to be taping the next few weeks out, which they almost never do. It's been a live show ever since they debuted it back in 2019. So things are changing, and the USA Network is not happy about it. Trevor, what do we make of USA Network's reaction, not only to the NXT news, but the fact that arguably two of the most over people on the entire roster in Becky Lynch and Brock Lesnar are going to SmackDown and are going to be on Fox, not USA?
They're not getting any viewership. They're not making any money. I mean, it's the same. It's the same product, piss poor product they've been pushing for the past years. It's starting to take a toll on them. It is like their ratings are going down now. You're taping NXT, which is gonna make the ratings drop even further. Like, they have a reason to be pissed. Why can't they get Brock Lesnar? Why can't they get Becky Lynch? No, they're stuck with whiny Rhea Ripley. I love you, by the way. Storyline. And regurgitated Charlotte and Rhea Ripley storyline that you see every fucking week. Like Bobby Lashley wrestling the same 8 people every week. Like, it's getting repetitive. It's getting repetitive, and it's getting nauseating. It is tough to watch. And as a wrestling fan myself, and I hope I speak for the rest of them, it's getting to the point where on Monday nights I have nothing to watch unless I'm watching AEW Darkness, whatever the hell the name of the show is. But no, it's like it's no wrestling on that involves WWE on Monday. It's nothing worth watching.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but it's nothing worth watching. And by the way, AEW Dark Elevation was the name I'm thinking. So, go ahead.
Hey man, AEW Dark Elevation gets like 340,000 views on YouTube every week. That's for a dark show. That is crazy. But one thing I will say about this whole report about USA being pissed. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
The two USA Network paid for NXT not only because Vince wanted to have that show go head-to-head with AEW and create buzz, but because they wanted to profit from it in some capacity. And what they're seeing is something that I talked about earlier, which is when you take something that is hot, like NXT, that has recognizable over people on it, and you change it into developmental, it regresses. And what happens, people care less about a developmental show than they would like an action-packed super show like which NXT was, or hopefully still is going to be. We'll see what happens over the next few weeks, but yeah, what's USA seeing? They're seeing ratings are going to slip, less money for us, and they're seeing Raw. The ratings are slipping, and this is supposed to be the flagship show. And what happened on the flagship show? They have no flagship superstars. Becky Lynch went to SmackDown. Brock Lesnar went to SmackDown. And here's the thing. We talked about this earlier. Becky Lynch probably should have gone to Raw to give Raw some more superstar power, because Raw probably needed her more than SmackDown did. Definitely needed her more than SmackDown did, because they could have done the Bianca storyline, honestly, with Sasha Banks and been completely fine. But I think that, by not doing that, it is hurting their partnership, not only with USA, but Peacock, NBC Universal, which owns USA. And there's some dissension between those two parties as well, even though they're under the same company. It is weird. And we can talk about, oh, well, USA might be overreacting or whatever. But it all comes down to decisions that the WWE are making, and the decisions they're making are questionable. And this especially, I don't get how makes any business sense, because you are purposefully tanking a product that already works, that people were happy with, that your network partners were happy with the numbers, and you're deliberately making it a less entertaining, less hot product, and something that people don't want to see. I don't get it. And if you're USA Network, you're probably right to be not only pissed but worried,
Yeah,
legitimately worried about what the ratings are going to be.
yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, like you mentioned earlier, like, um, you're taking something that ain't broke and you're trying to fix it. Like, it's it's stupid. Like, you're ruining NXT, which is bringing in revenue. You haven't fixed Raw and haven't really cared to fix Raw, which is losing revenue. Like, it's one big clusterfuck, and it's turning into an issue. It's really turning into an issue. And like, I have asked plenty of people that I know watch wrestling or whatever, what do you watch? Do you enjoy Raw? And the consensus is no, fuck Raw. Like, they watch NXT. Like, that's what they watch. The NXT or SmackDown. That's what they watch. And like, that's a damn shame. That's ridiculous. And now you're taking away what people really watch.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.